And good evening, ladies and gents. Another video from SIGINT here, this time on Stalker 2, about the latest patch to drop. So with that being said, let's get into today's content. So before we get into today's main content, thank you everyone who's watching the video. If you haven't smashed that like button or hit subscribe, please do. They're both free, they help me out massively, and there'll be more awesome Stalker 2 content coming soon. So let's get into the content. So today the latest patch 1.0.3 has dropped. It's a main and side missions fixes, input lag decrease, and other improvements. Attention Stalkers, thank you for your feedback and support. We continue to work on the game and make the zone a better place for you to enjoy and explore. The latest patch we've prepared will address the following issues. So what they've addressed is crashes and memory leaks. So the access violation error is usually memory leaks, and that's usually software based, which means they fix the memory leaks there. Low-level fatal errors are usually crashes with a game engine, usually involving your graphics card, where it doesn't think your graphics card has the correct drivers, or is out of memory, or some other issue. It just causes the game to have a low-level fatal error. Personally, I've not had one of those yet, but I know there are people out there affected by these. So now we're on to control adjustments. According to your feedback, we adjusted following parameters / values to decrease input lag on keyboard and mouse input. Mouse smoothing is now disabled by default. Mouse acceleration is now disabled by default, which is actually pretty good because that does help speed up your responsiveness. Me personally, I don't use that when I'm gaming anyway. I think most people will have that switched off. If they don't, then well. Additionally, default values of a mouse sensitivity were updated to allow predictable default experience for players with new values of 2 parameters mentioned below. Camera sensitivity 25%, aim sensitivity 15%. So basically they've reset the aim manual there. I personally run higher aim than that, but I bet that's fine for people who are just starting who want a low aim. Missions and side missions. I haven't got this far as the missions yet, so they fixed an issue with the monolithians that were able to chase the player outside the X5 lab during the In Search of Past Glory mission. Fixed an issue where the NPCs Hamster and Ricochet would die after trying to enter a building during the mission on the edge. They've also fixed an issue with other stuff. It looks like overall they fixed a lot of issues with quests. So they fixed the issue with the Bayan cat that could despawn before a player loots a collar from it during the Name of Science mission. Fixed issue with the player potentially locking oneself during Dangerous Liaisons mission. Fixed the issue with Roosevelt becoming hostile upon noticing a player going stealthily through the commissary during King of the Hill mission. Fixed an issue with when Saba despawns in front of the player after the dialogue in the bunker during a heavy burden mission, and fixed issues with NPCs despawning when a player successfully finishes Legends of the Zone mission. So basically they fixed a bunch with the quests, so everything is hopefully going to be a lot better. I'm sure there's still other bugs out there, but it is amazing how quickly the Stalker 2 devs are responding and fixing the game. Guys, if you've got similar thoughts or you got different thoughts, let me know in the comments down below. As for the AI, They fixed an issue with mutant bodies stretching after a shot from an automatic weapon, and fixed an issue that causes some NPCs to block doors during the Back to the Slag Heap mission. So basically they fixed an issue there, which I've not seen that issue personally, but because I tend to use single shot most of the time, and I haven't seen that with full auto. Haven't got that far to notice that with that mission, but that's good to know that when I do get that far, they fixed it. They've also, under balance, fixed the issue with Todorovic not selling certain ammo types, so they fixed a trader. And saves. Fixed issues with missing player saves after a hard reboot of the PC or Xbox, which is what happened to me when I couldn't shut it down through another window on Windows 11, where the whole system just totally froze up and I lost all my save data from it being corrupt. So I have had that bug. That's annoying. I'm glad they fixed that. Thanks again for your support. We will continue working on future updates, reading your comments and feedback, and fixing anomalies if they occur. If you detect any, report them to our technical support hub. They will always help investigate your particular case and implement fixes faster. See, now that's great. The fact that and I do respect this, as I said earlier. I do think it is fantastic that GSC are responding so fast to these issues, and they are literally, well, how long's the game been out? About a week, maybe a week and a half, and they've already got 3 patches underway. Says they're serious about, they want this game to be Game of the Year, which if you haven't voted on that, I would vote, ladies and gentlemen. Completely and utterly worth Game of the Year. That's my humble opinion. That, and I'm going to be impressed to see what they do in the future with how quickly they are responding. Anyway, ladies and gents, that is it for today, and just remember, smash that like button if you haven't already, and if you're not subbed to my channel, please sub for more awesome Stalker 2 content. And you can't stop the signal, guys. See you next time.